Let's start off our day with something wonderful or hear a story about someone being marvelous. Let's make today Wonderless. This is the show that gives you a daily dose of happy, uplifting, feel good stories from around the world. Welcome to another episode of Wonderless News. I'm Hoyt Christopher. Let's get right to it. All right, so our first segment is Boeing employee buys the winning lottery ticket on a hunch when the lottery prize is $747 million, like the jets that she helped build. Yep. So here we are. And, Boeing finally discontinued the 747. But here, this 36-year-old employee of Boeing noticed at the grocery store where she goes to in Auburn, Washington, that the Powerball jackpot was $747 million. She's like, 747. I build jets. We have 747s. Hey, maybe I'll be lucky and I'll buy the ticket and I'll win. Well, guess what, girl? You won. She won $747 million. I can't say for certain, but I think she might have been the only winner, right? So if you have other people bought the same, or have the same numbers, then you share it, you split it. But I think she might have been the only winner, and she just killed it, man. I mean, her name's Becky Ball, and she had already spent, so she already bought a bunch of lottery tickets. So I guess she buys lottery tickets, weekly or monthly, whatever. But she saw that connection with the 747. It was like, I got to buy another one. So she bought another one. And bam, guess what? Won. Good day for her. Lucky person. I like talking about the lottery here on the show. If you've noticed that we've had at least one or two other episodes talking about it, just because, come on, man. Like, there's a reason that the lottery does so well, because we all would love to win that kind of money. And the odds are just not in your favor. But for Becky Ball, she won it. She closed the deal, 747. I think she pretty much retired, and she said she's going to give some of the money to her family. So her immediate family is going to be stoked as well. Hey, any of my immediate family out there listening or watching, you can also buy some lottery tickets. And if you win, do a Becky Ball and make sure you give some to Hoyt over here. All right, next segment. CRISPR gene editing reverses permanent vision loss in mice, offering hope for retinitis pigmentosa patients. Okay, so someone that's permanently blind, right? So it's working on mice. There is a chance now that you could, with this treatment, when it's available, you could have your vision reversed and you'd be able to see again. So the hereditary condition, retinitis pigmentosa, is one of the most common causes of blindness, affecting 1 in every 4,000 people. Okay, so now researchers in China have used a genome editing technique to correct a mutation that leads to the condition in both mice and humans. So not only does it correct this genetic mutation, but it says that their sight stays well into old age. So it's not like it's temporary. It doesn't reverse after a while. Look, this is incredible. If you or a family member or friend, loved one suffer from this hereditary condition, right? So that means you're passing it on to your family as well. In the near future, it looks like there's hope where you and your friends and family could eventually see. And what an incredible thing, right? So any of us that have seen and had sight all of our lives, to imagine someone that hasn't had that, the ability to do that, and then all of a sudden they can see, that must be an incredible experience to see colors, to see things, to see your family, see your friends, see what a bus looks like, right? If you never see what a flower looks like, a bird, a dolphin, people describe it to you, but if you've never seen, incredible. So great story. I'm looking for more like that. Our Wonderless moment of the day brought to you by Rise by Shaman Angelina. She has an amazing Etsy store. The link to the store is in the description of the show. You can check that out on our podcast platforms, Spotify and others, or you can go to YouTube and check out our show. Go to her store, check out her stuff. It's incredible. She's great jewelry and other items for sale. But right now, she's got a little special palm trees blowing in the wind with some music. So check this out. Ah, I'm in Southern California, so we see a lot of palm trees here. But wind like that, it's cool, and the little music. Thank you so much, Angelina, Shaman Angelina, I should say. Check out her site, Rise by Shaman Angelina on Etsy. All right, so now next segment: U.S. mail to start delivering in 9,000 new electric vehicles, with USPS installing 14,000 new charging stations. Wow. This is becoming a thing, right? So I think we did a segment a while back. Domino's decided to add electric vehicles, also provided by Ford. So this is the USPS is now adding 9,000 electric vehicles provided by Ford. And look, man, to support the new EVs, the USPS will construct 14,000 additional charging stations in 75 different counties and municipalities. And the General Louis DeJoy says, we are moving forward with our plans to simultaneously improve our service, reduce our cost, grow our revenue, and improve the working environment for our employees. We've had a postal service in this country for a long time. And I know that the USPS service they've struggled. This is fantastic to go and revolutionize and be a leader in using better resources for generating and delivering mail, I think this is great. It's going to be something that's going to roll out in maybe your town soon. So look for that humming, not gas polluting electric USPS truck, dropping off mail in your community soon. Excellent story. Okay, well, it's time for the Wonderlous thought, right? So mine is, how about the Postal Service, right? Let's talk about the Postal Service. What does it mean to you? I still value the mail that I receive. I think it's less, right, than it used to be. We, obviously with email and other methods of delivery, we receive things, in different manners. It's a lot of digital. Because my bills are digital, I'm not necessarily looking for a bill in the mail. I'll get notices that someone's selling a house, or, there's coupons in the mail. Every now and then a check will arrive, which is always nice, but normally it's digital. So what is the USPS? What does the Postal Service mean to you? We rely so heavily on companies like Amazon, for items to be delivered, FedEx to deliver gifts and packages, but really to think about what it means. Growing up, for me, I received cards for my birthday from my grandmother and grandfather, from my aunts and uncles. I still send a card to my mom and my dad every now and then. So I still try to use the service, but I think there's something there where the U.S. Postal Service has always connected us. I think it's one of those government agencies that we rely on, and we don't think too much about being a government agency, but it is. I like that they're working to restructure their program to be, to continue, right? Because we could eliminate. They talked about eliminated it, and then we would just rely on companies like FedEx and UPS and so forth. But I don't want that. I like having the Postal Service, and maybe, we do a lot of other things there, right? You get the voting, you can register to vote, and you think about, passport pictures, whatever. We can go anywhere for that. But again, there's a lot of services that the Postal Service provides, and mail is just one of them, and packages and so forth. So I love this. I think that, think about it. What does the Postal Service mean to you? And, maybe that's a story you could write to us here at Wonderlous News, because I want to hear your stories. I want to get your feel good, positive stories, something that happened to you or a family member. Tell me about it. That's how we're going to end this. And I want to get more of your stories here so I can talk about them on the show. But in the meantime, thanks again for watching and listening. I'm Hoyt Christopher, and this is Wonderless News. I'll see you tomorrow.